See you there. Welcome to Cooking with Conrad. Today we're going to be making some Norwegian meatballs as specified here in this very recipe. And we're going to start this off by beating these 2 eggs. Okay, here are our lightly beaten eggs. And because we touched raw eggs, there's now salmonella on our hands, so we gotta wash our hands to maintain our sanitation integrity. Oh, thank you, cameraman. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna chop some onions here. Recipe calls for not only ½ cup finely chopped onions, but also 2 tablespoons, because we're gonna be making gravy separately. Obvious layers joke. There we go. Cameraman, do you think this looks like enough for a ½ cup? All right, she's going in. Trying our best not to be wasteful here. Hi, Lola. Okay, that looks like about a ½ cup. Maybe we could stuff a little more in here. Next, we need to pour ourselves 1 cup of milk. I'd like to thank Altadena for sponsoring this video. Thank you very much for this free, about ¼ gallon of milk. Measure here. ½ cup is right here, 8 ounces line. That looks about right. There's 1 cup. Goodbye, Altadena. Okay, so the directions call for, in a large bowl, you have that right here. In a large bowl, combine the eggs, milk, breadcrumbs, onion, and seasonings. That includes this, everything here in this first column here, which includes, here's our onion, our ½ cup of breadcrumbs, our cup of milk, and our seasonings, which include nutmeg, allspice, and ginger. And then we switch camera angles for you. And then here go our eggs. And then we have to stir this until the milk absorbs with the breadcrumbs. Okay. Looks like the milk is just about absorbed with the breadcrumbs. Okay. Nice shot of that, Mr. Cameraman, sir. And the next thing on the list is we add our meat and then stir until well blended. So here we are. As we can see, we have 2 things of 90% lean ground beef because it calls for extra lean. Now here's our scale. Now despite her appearance, she's a lovely little scale and very accurate. As you can see here, it says 16 ounces of beef. That should equate to 1 pound. There we go, 1 pound of ground beef. And since recipe calls for 2, we're gonna use both of these things. Oh, you see this? It tears off like 1 layer and there's still like another layer of cellophane underneath. Alexa, stop! This is such an awful texture. Ugh. We'll take the whisk out of here. Now we'll start and go ahead and combining all this with our mixture here. Try and break up the ground beef as much as we can so it's not just a brick. We're gonna go ahead and do a little taste test here. I got you. This is raw beef. Never put raw beef in your mouth because that would be pathogens we get in your body. That's what that would be. This next thing, recipe calls for us to shape these into 1-inch meatballs onto that grease rack right over there. Now, here's how the rule of thumb goes. First knuckle your thumb to the tip, that's 1 inch. That's the rule of thumb. Okay, that should be about 1 inch. We'll keep making these and we'll put them on this here rack. Okay, we've rolled our last meatball here, and my hands are really nasty, so I'm gonna go wash my hands 1 more time. Again, we're preventing the spread of pathogens here. Next, bake at 400 degrees until browned, about 18 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and put these in the oven. We already have it preheated here. 2 gloves, 2 hands. Here we are, right there in the oven. There we go, in she goes. 18 minutes, we have a timer right here. Get that baby, that's about 18. There we go. So while that's baking, we're gonna go ahead and make this gravy over here. And it calls for large skillet, here we are. And it says, according to the directions, for gravy in a large skillet, saute onion in butter until tender. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. In goes the onions. Sauteing is going to be a little bit hard to do with these since it's not much onions, it's only about 2 tablespoons, but we could kind of go for something like that, but thanks to the butter they'll stick to the pan. So since we're looking for them to be tender, I'm going to be primarily looking for brown, that color, these Maillard reactions. Okay, Okay, since these are already going to be in here for a little bit longer anyways, we're going to go ahead and follow the rest of the directions. It calls for stir in the flour and brown lightly. So here's our flour. Oh, I've never seen flour in a skillet before. Can you believe this? There's absolutely no sizzle going on anymore. The flour absorbed all of the butter. So I guess we'll let that sit. And while we're letting that sit, waiting for the browning, we got to measure out our beef broth. Here's a big old measuring cup, the full 4 cups, very useful. We're gonna start by just 2 cans first. See how much is in 1 can. Oh, it's almost 2 cups there. We're almost perfect with that. Here's our second cup, here we go. Hopefully this reaches 4 cups exactly. If it doesn't, then we'll have to open another one. We're just shy. So I guess we're gonna make soup with this one later. I don't know what we're gonna do. Oh, dude. Okay, we got our 4 cups. We got. What do I do with this? Cut. What do I do with this? I'm just gonna leave that there. It calls to slowly stir in the broth, but I don't know if that's such a good idea. Hold on. I switched over to low heat here, so we can slowly stir in the broth. Hopefully, let it all absorb. Okay, there goes all of our beef broth. Next, what the recipe calls for. I'll read it while I'm stirring here. Slowly add broth. Cook, stir until smooth and thickened. Blend in cream, shine, and white pepper. And keep stirring this until I guess it's thickened. We can see there's kind of stuff rising to the top here, which I assume wasn't originally in this in the beef broth. So this is what it looks like after about 5 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and add in the whipping cream, as well as the dashes of red and white pepper. Ooh, that looks like coffee. And then here's a dash of red pepper. There we go. Then here's a dash of white pepper. Oh, we're spilling. Oh god. Oh, our meatballs are ready. So we're gonna move this to a low heat. That way it still stays hot while we get out our meatballs. Gloves 2 hands. Ooh, those, here they are. Okay. Now, according to the recipe, we're supposed to let these cool and let the rest of the meatballs drain on that rack. I messed this one up on accident. So, kudos to whoever's gonna get that one, I guess. Oh god, I don't wanna mess this one up too. This doesn't have a bottom, it's fine. Completely forgot, we still have this beef broth that we didn't clean up. We just forgot about this. Clean as you go, am I right? Okay, I think we're ready to add in our meatballs here. We came to the conclusion that these meatballs are kind of fragile to just leave them in here in the gravy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just put it in, drip some gravy over it. Thank you. Drip some gravy over it and then just take them out and then just do it one by one. Because these are a bit fragile and we don't want these to break up while we're stirring them in the gravy here. Start with this bad boy here. Okay, that seems about right. Okay, we are done here. That was the last meatball. So now there's only one thing left here to do. Taste test. I'm gonna choose this one right here. Looks good. That is actually good. Those are genuinely good meatballs. Okay. Hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you for watching. Hi, Jake. Later.